Hi friends, welcome to Adda 24/7. Welcome to the important session for cracking the BFM for this November series, November exams. Today we'll be discussing the common question patterns in the CAIIB
Welcome to Adda
specifically for
24/7.
BFM. Specifically
Welcome to
only
the
for BFM.
important
today.
session
for cracking the BFM. So very important session. We'll be discussing various questions. Means what are the types of questions which are asked, what is the percentage of numericals, what is the percentage of this case studies, what is the percentage of one-liners. So everything will be discussing over here. Now let's start. Before that, first you must know what are the subjects. See here, there are 4 subjects basically: ABM, BFM, ABFM and BRBL. These are the 4 modules. You can read this, okay? Pause the video and read this. I won't go into the details now of each one because it will take much time and waste yours and my time, right? So these are the 4 main subjects, and these are the electives: rural, HR, IT, central and risk. So one thing I'll tell you, whenever you choose any elective, always remember, choose that elective in which you are conversant with. You have at least some knowledge of that elective. Choose that elective. Otherwise what happens, if you are working in retail banking and selected IT, you will be nowhere. Okay, don't do that. Where you have some knowledge of that, means so that without reading you must get at least 20 marks in that paper without reading. Remaining thing you can cover. Okay, so select accordingly. Now firstly, download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app you will be getting all the premium study material, live classes, ebooks, tests, everything you will be getting. So download it right now. Now see here, there have been the BFM topic has been divided into 4 modules basically: international banking, risk management, treasury management and balance sheet management. These are the 4 modules, and I have given the exam roughly the marks also. International banking roughly carries 30 marks. This also roughly 30 marks. Module B. These two carry 20 marks. This is a rough figure given. 5%, 10% here or there. It means 5 marks, 10 marks here or there it might happen. This might go to 35 also, 25 also. This might go to 25 also or 15 also. Depends on what type of questions you get. But generally the distribution is like this: 30, 30, 20, 20. Okay. So it doesn't mean these 2 topics are of least importance, nothing like that. Remember, module C and D are dependent on module B. Remember this. If you study module B correctly, module C and D will be easy for you. Always remember this. Keep this in mind. Okay? Chalo. Now what are these questions? 30 marks I have given, 30 over here I have given, 20 over here. But what are these questions? See here, these questions are divided into two to 3 parts. One part is one-liners. One-liners means 1 mark each. Then we have case studies. Now these case studies are again divided into 2 to 3 parts. 2 parts basically. One is numerical case study and second is theory case study. Both of them come. So here generally let's study this. Before that, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, number 1, you get the latest updates on JIB and CIB, and number 2, very important, you get free YouTube series on all the subjects of JIB and CIB. Free. Whatever is free, grab it. Click on the bell icon. Click on this subscribe button. Okay. Now look at this. International banking, module A. Now we'll be discussing it detailed one by one. See, these are the subjects: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These topics. Plus you have further also 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So roughly these 10 topics are there in module A. Okay. In this module A, I won't be going into the details of each topic because already I have taken the separate session on this. Today our focus is only on marks and questions. So roughly you will be getting 3 case studies from this module A. 3 case studies. Out of that, I'll write it over here. Out of that, 1 case study will be definitely there from this. 1 case study surely from this module 1, definitely. It's a numerical case study you get. Okay, numerical means you get roughly like pre-shipment, post-shipment, or some sanctioned limits. Then the customer comes to you, then the rates are asked, this case study. One from here, 5 marks. Then one case study you get it from this LCs. One case study over here. Generally, here, this or this, either of these two. Generally they ask for LCs only because NRI topic was covered in your JIB. So generally they ask you for LCs only. But either of these two we can consider. So one case study from here. These are all remaining theory topics. These are all for one-liners. Okay. LRS, then remittance for residents, then facilities for exporters. Now one more point. When I say one case study from here, it doesn't mean that one-liners are not asked from here. One-liners will be asked. Roughly 4 to 5 one-liners from here, 4 to 5 one-liners from these two. Okay. So be prepared for this. Now one over here, and third case study will be from this. Generally what do they ask? They nowadays ask you about this ECBs. This one case study they ask it. This time May 23 they had asked one case study on ECB. So they ask you something, means it's simple case study. Even if you follow our classes, we teach enough so that you can clear this exam and follow clear these case studies. Okay. So this one case study will be from here. Now this is all theory. This will be theory part. Okay, because there is nothing numerical part in this. This is theory. Now remaining 7, 8, 9, 10. You will say no importance? No. One-liners. All the one-liners will be from these. And mind it, they are not simple one-liners. They are difficult. Here, don't even mistake this to consider that one-liners will be easy and I will focus only on case studies. Don't do that. Everything is important in BFM. Remember, BFM is called as a king of CAIIB. King. It's the toughest topic of CAIIB. Okay. Because once you start studying module A, module B, they are so tough. Means you get, basically this part is not at all followed in your branch banking. This BFM topic. So that's why it becomes difficult. Then role of Exim Bank, RBI, exchange control, these are all one-liner topics. Okay. FEMA, FEDI, this GIFT City, IFSC, these have been newly added this time, 9th and 10th. This new portion it is added. Earlier it was not there. IFSC means this is similar to that of that SEZ. Okay. So see here, that's what I said. I won't be going to the topics now. Because otherwise if we go into the topic, this becomes a 2-hour session. I have taken a separate topic or separate session on this, explaining all the topics. Kindly follow that also. Okay. So now, this ECB you will be having one case study roughly. Then going back, this exchange rate and forex business, one case study. LCs you will be having one case study. You might get 3 to 4. See here, it can happen that 3 becomes 4 also. Or 3 becomes 2 also. So that's why I said 5-10 marks here and there, it's okay. 5 marks roughly. Okay. So facilities to exporters and importers, again one-liners. All the various facilities given to exporters mainly. See here, India is an export-oriented country. So we focus mainly on exporters. So majority of the questions will be on exporters. Less questions on importers. Okay. LRS will be not those many questions as such because this is not a business topic. This is basically a retail topic, LRS. So that's why they'll be asking 1 or 2 questions on this. Okay. So module A clear. Module A roughly 3 case studies, and how many marks did I give? 30 marks. Okay. So 3 case studies means 15 marks for case studies. I'll write it over here. Okay. So see this 15 marks for case studies. And remaining 15 marks roughly for these 1 mark questions. Okay, 15 to 20 for 1 mark. Now module B. Module B consists, you'll say sir, module A had so many topics, module B has very less topics. Module B has 11 to 18. Means how many? Only 8 topics. Now in 8 topics, again you have the same distribution. Roughly 3 case studies and 15 to 21 mark. So again you have 30 marks. So now you will say in that it was how many questions? See this 10 total. Okay, and it was huge, this one. So here also remember the topic is not that simple. Module B is the difficult, one of the difficult. In fact, I would say the most difficult topic of this BFM. Okay, because why? Module C and D are dependent on module B. If you understand module B correctly, module C and D becomes very easy. Okay, so roughly again 3 case studies, so again 15 marks over here. Here again 15 to 20 marks. Now the topics, these are all topics related to risk management. Means here earlier module A was totally related to forex. Forex means not retail forex. It was related to export, import, LCs, pre-shipment, post-shipment, then various facilities given by RBI to the exporters. Now all these topics means that was mainly related to the forex or the exporter importer. This is mainly related to head office. Means how does head office manage the risk, okay, in the overall financial management. And mind it, this topic is not only related to banking, but it is related to entire finance industry. Entire finance industry has the same topics and same points. Risk and basic risk management framework, risk in banking business, risk regulations, market risk, credit risk, these are there for each and every financial institution. So again coming back, 15 to 21 mark questions, 3 case studies over here. Now you'll ask me, sir, what are the case studies over here? Again we have bifurcations over here in the case studies. 2 case studies you'll be having in numericals, 2 numericals, okay, only numbers. Problems will be given something, and 1 case study roughly you'll be having theory, 1 theory. There also, in that also, this 15, roughly you'll be having 2 case studies, numericals, okay, and 1 will be theory. Theory generally is from LC. This part consists of theory and this part consists of numericals. This and this if they ask you this part, this ECB, they'll be asking you 1 theory again. Generally what do? They ask 2 numerical case studies over here in module A. Okay. So now 2 numericals, 1 theory over here, and remaining 1-liners, what do we say? In 1-liners also, remember, 1-liner doesn't mean that it's only theory. There are various numericals also which are of 1 mark. Like the value at risk, suppose if it is given for 1 day and you are asked for 1 year, then there is a formula for that. You can use that. Okay. Then again module B, 16, 17, 18, Basel 3 framework. This Basel 3 framework is very important topic, because Basel 3 framework module D completely depends on this Basel 3 mod D, okay, balance sheet management. So that is a basic this Basel 3 requirement. That's why I say module B is the most difficult topic. Why? Because this is the requirement for module D. Okay. Then we go to module C, treasury. So again you will have this 19, 22 up to 25, introduction to treasury, treasury products, international equity and debt products, funding and regulatory, treasury risk, derivatives products, and this treasury and asset liability. Now here I'll say generally they ask you 1 case study and 10 to 15 1 marks. So roughly it becomes 20 marks. But generally this case study is of theory. They don't ask you numericals over here. In module C it's 90% everything is theory. Okay. So you'll be getting 1 case study from this and 10 to 15 1 marks from this. Now out of these topics, which topic to focus on? Remember, derivative products is the most difficult topic, because derivatives means all that options, futures, swaps, FRAs. It is one of the most difficult topics to understand. Remaining things you have to learn. Treasury products, remember, when you join the class, I would definitely suggest you to join the class. Okay, it's just now started. New batches started yesterday only. Join it immediately. So introduction to treasury products means these are all theory topics. But theory means it's not that simple. The theory is the tougher one. Okay. Then module D. Module D 26 to 31. Components of asset and liability in banks' balance sheets. Capital adequacy Basel norms. Adequacy asset classification and provisioning norms. Liquidity management. Interest rate fund management. Then RAROC and profit planning. So this module D you will see roughly, or you will have that Basel effect on this module D. Everything, all the topics have some reference to the Basel 3 norms. Okay. So again 2 case studies roughly. 2 case studies means you will say why 2 case studies here. Basel norms consist of 1 case study, 1 over here, and generally they ask you this RAROC. Here they ask you numerical. numerical over here, and here they'll ask you theory. Generally, yeah, this is what is seen in last many exams. Asset classification and provisioning norms, liquidity, this is all theory part. So 26 will be theory, 27, 28, 29, 30, up to 30 it will be theory, 31 is a numerical part. So you'll be getting 2 case studies over here, and then 10 to 15 1 marks. So roughly this again comes to 20 marks. So that's why 30, 30, 20, 20, rough pattern. So follow this logic and do join the classes. In classes we take all these topics, and mind it, the classes which we take, they are directly from your books. No more here and there some extra knowledge, nothing. Basically we don't give extra knowledge for you. Whatever is not required by you, okay, whatever is not required we don't give. It should be balance, okay. Yeah. So see this, roughly question pattern would be like this. Just to summarize, 50 to 60 marks case studies, 50 to 60, okay, means roughly half of your paper will be case studies. Then 5 marks each covering all modules. Then you will be having 40 to 50 1 mark questions. So again half roughly. 5 to 10 questions nowadays in these only. They are asking you to feed in the box. Feed means they don't give you options over here. See here, we have a habit of writing in CAIIB that there will be 4 options. But some questions are asked nowadays which don't have any options. Just question is given and you have to write your own answer. You have to feed your answer. There is a box given like in the computer, in that form filling we have now. That form filling, we write something about you. You go on filling in this, in the space given, using your keyboard. So same pattern. Some questions are asked over here to feed in the box. So that's why this is a new new pattern which they have brought. Earlier there was only this numericals and 1 mark case studies, 1 mark numericals over here, and this case studies, okay. Now they have brought to feed. So that's why follow this, and I would always suggest you to join the classes. See this Sankalp batch 2 yesterday started, just now. So join it immediately. I'll show you how to join it. Okay, go to Adda 24/7. I would always suggest you to go through the app. Okay, go to Adda 24/7. See this. Once you go there, go to CAIIB and CAIIB front page itself. See the CAIIB and CAIIB. Click on this. You will see this CAIIB and CAIIB. Okay, click on CAIIB November 23. Clicked. You will see the details. All the details. See this Sankalp batch 2. Click on this Sankalp batch 2. You will get the details. Means expert faculties, interactive classes, recorded videos. Now recorded videos means what? So that if you miss out on any class due to your banking pressure, you can get back the class using these recorded sessions. Limited batch size. So importantly, how to buy this? Click on this, buy now. Put the code MEAT, MEE80. Click on apply. Look at this, 80% off you are getting right now. Join immediately. 23,999 reduces to 4,799. Such a huge discount you are getting. Join fast. This code won't last long. Join immediately. In fact, I would suggest you, as you are having this code and 80% off, you can join this Mahapack also. This is Mahapack, I'll show you. Go to front page again. Okay, Mahapack. See this CAIIB Mahapack. Let's go to that. Okay, so CAIIB Mahapack. You go there. Click on this CAIIB Mahapack. Now look at this. Click on this CAIIB ka Mahapack. Okay. Now you look at this. Once you click on this, again expert faculty, interactive classes, recorded videos. You can read this. Okay. Highlights are given over here. You get ebooks also, test also. Plus in Mahapacks you get the elective subjects also. Click on this buy now. Put the code MEAT, MEE80. Click on apply. Look at this. Again 80% off you are getting. 31,450 and reduces to 6,290. 80% off. Join immediately. Okay. So again follow this video. Revise this video, because this exam pattern and the question pattern is very important while studying for your BFM subject. And mind it, BFM is the toughest subject in CAIIB. You ask anyone, any senior, you will get the same information. Okay, and join the classes immediately. They have just now started. Yesterday